Hello, I'm Thomas Reiner, the Lean Farmer. Welcome back to another short video. So recently I made a video on a new hog pen that I'm starting to work on. I'll put a link to that in the description if you want to go back and watch that. But today I thought I'd share a little bit more information with you on the hog pen. It's going to take me a while to get the thing done, but I'll share some other information with you as it pertains to hog pens and what can happen to them, and some of the improvements that I'm slowly starting to work on implementing for my new hog pen that I'm calling Alcatraz. So check it out. So you could almost think of the hog pen as a tray of water. When the hogs get in there, they make it all muddy, turns into a big soupy mess that they love, but then it's gonna level itself out. So all of that dirt and mud that was up there shifted down here. And that's just something to keep in mind as you're building a hog pen, is how that mud and dirt will flow around. And then I'm going to show you how I'm going to take advantage of that for the new hog pen. So you can start to see where I'm digging it out on both sides, kind of trying to frame up my corners. I got another corner to get up there on that end, and once I do that, I'll work the tires in between. And it is a lot of digging, but when I'm done, I'll have a massive tire wall that will be very, very difficult for a pig to get out of. And if you're wondering, hey, why in the world did you pick tires, Thomas? In the previous video, I talked about how tires are really hard to tear up, so hogs shouldn't be able to tear them up because they will tear up anything. And then the dirt will make it really hard for them to move that around, which will work out good. But a couple other reasons why I chose tires. I wanted a fence that I don't really have to maintain, because I am so sick of all the waste that goes into maintaining a fence. You got to check them, make sure they're up. You got to make sure nothing broke any fence wires or broke any boards. You got to paint them. You got to rerun the wire when it breaks. It's just a pain. So I wanted a fence that pretty much doesn't go anywhere, and basically a dirt wall isn't going to go anywhere, or we sure hope it doesn't. And then the other reason why I picked a tire wall for a fence is tires are cheap. You go anywhere to a tire store you want and say, hey, you got any old tires you want to get rid of? And they'll give you as many old tires as you want. So fencing can be really expensive, but tires are cheap. So that's the other reason why I did it. So it's a lot of sweat equity up front, but I'm counting on it to save me a lot of time later on down the road, where I don't have to do all the maintaining and I don't have animals escaping. So you can start to get a pretty good idea of what it will look like. And on the back, where all this mud has shifted down, this wall will have to be pretty tall to make sure I still have a good deterrent for the hogs, so they don't think they can get out pretty easy. Long term, it's hard to see, but eventually I'm gonna have a pig chute that runs up here, and I'm gonna back my trailer up there to load up there. That was one of the other problems we always had, was loading pigs. And so we're actually gonna build a nice chute with some turn back loops in it. So if we need to turn the hogs around, we can do that, but that'll be much later down the road. Like I said, this time, this thing's gonna be awesome when we're done. Okay, so I got me a line run now. Make sure I get them centered up. These two tires, or two sets of tires, I actually have shifted this way a little bit, and I did that on purpose to help pinch the opening to kind of act as a funnel.